Hi guys, long time no see. I'm sorry I haven't made any videos for so long. It's just that I found so hard to find any time or energy to do anything that isn't taking care of the baby. But I'm here now, and in this video I want to talk about sleep. Baby sleep to be more exact, although I could talk about adult sleep. I know a lot about sleep, but this video is particularly about baby sleep and, to be more exact, how I help my baby sleep. I have a few things I want to mention before I get to the methods of helping them fall asleep. First of all, it's something that's not related to this video whatsoever. Look at my jumper. I love my jumper, it's the best. I found it at a thrift store for like 50 cents and now I'm just living in it. It's huge and it's comfy and it looks cool. Okay, that's out of the way. The first actually relevant thing to this video is I use, and I'm going to use this phrase throughout this video, of helping my baby fall asleep, not putting them to sleep or putting them down or whatever, like something like that. You can't really make a baby fall asleep. The only thing you can do is give them a nice, safe environment for them to relax and eventually fall asleep. Babies can't fall asleep on cue, just like adults can. Imagine when someone comes to you and says, you have to fall asleep now, okay? Let's get you under the blanket, head on the pillow and fall asleep. Doesn't work. Well, babies are humans too. They can't just fall asleep on cue. All you can do is create a safe, cozy environment so they'll be relaxed enough so they can fall asleep. But of course, there are babies who can fall asleep just like that. Head on the pillow, it's nice and warm and cozy. Ooh, I'm asleep. Most of the babies aren't quite that calm, such as example A, my baby. And before we get to my methods of helping her fall asleep, I'm just gonna put it out there. None of my methods involve leaving the baby alone, letting them cry, or even worse, letting them cry it out. All of my methods are filled with love and warmth and positivity. That's partially because I want to be held and loved, and I want to give all that love and affection to my little tiny baby, whom I love holding so much. She's so precious and she's gonna be tiny for such a little amount of her whole life. So I just wanna hold her as much as I can. Now always that's not the comfiest thing to do, or the situation isn't ideal. So I have some other methods where I don't have to physically hold her in my arms, but we'll get to those. And I don't ever let my baby cry. Whenever she cries, I try to find out why she's crying. I hold her, I kiss her. If she has tummy pain, I'll try to relieve that, massage or anything. I just do not want my baby to cry or be sad. Yes, sometimes they do need to cry, but I can make a whole another video about the reasons for crying. But this video is about sleep, and this intro has been way too long already. So I'll just get to my methods of helping my baby fall asleep. First method is actually, I think, the most common one. I just wrap her up and put her in my arms, and I'll shush or sing her to sleep. That's a thing I can do at home very easily. I'll just wrap her loosely in her little blanket. I'll hold her and I'll swing back and forth a little bit. I'll rock her a little bit. Sometimes I sing to her, sometimes I just shh, shh. Or sometimes if I'm really tired or my voice isn't particularly up to any singing or shushing, I'll use a white noise machine. Now, another method that involves carrying the baby, but not particularly holding her in my arms, is using a baby carrier. The carrier I use most of the time, or all of the time actually, is this beautiful carrier by Limas, and it's a Limas Flex carrier. Just snaps onto me really easily, and the baby is securely in this. It looks beautiful. It was pretty expensive for my standards, so I kind of gave it to myself as a little early birthday present, and I've been loving it. It's really comfortable to carry her in this. There are a few specifics about carrying a baby or using a baby carrier. They have to be in their carrier ergonomically, if that sentence makes any sense. So their backs can't be straight, and their legs have to be in like a frog or a W position. So I'll just show you how she is in her carrier. And I use this method mostly at home, but we've used it when we've been at an event with our tiny little baby, and it's worked really great because she can just be in her carrier, and as I walk or just move around, it creates a nice little rocking motion, and she can just put her little tiny head on my chest and fall asleep. The downside to this method is it gets pretty darn hot with a carrier and a warm baby against you, and after a few hours my back tends to get a bit painful, but it's alright. It's so nice to hold her and be able to do other things while carrying her. And one method I use almost every day, or pretty much every day, that also gives me a bit of me time is I take her out on a walk in her stroller or pram. Not sure which is the correct word. Are they both correct? Is pram just an English word and stroller an American word? Please let me know in the comments. I'm so confused. Anyway, I put her in her pram. She's really nice and cozy and snuggly in there, and she just falls asleep, and I have time to listen to podcasts, walk around, get some exercise. I'm still a bit chubby, so exercise is great, especially when the exercise involves fresh air and a sleeping baby. So there it is. Those are my 3 main methods of helping my baby fall asleep. Now, I have a pretty good nighttime routine, which takes about, I don't know, 20, maybe 30 minutes. And if you'd like to see that, I can make a video about that. Just leave me in the comments. Leave me in the comments. So if you'd like to see how I do the nighttime routine with her, just leave me a comment and I can film that. So that's been this video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope these tips have been helpful. Let me know how you help your baby fall asleep. Please don't leave me any comments about sleep training. It really hurts me to read or hear about sleep training. I cannot stand crying babies. It just breaks my heart to know that mothers leave their crying baby all alone in their room. Honestly, it breaks my heart. I don't want to think about it. Please don't leave me any comments about sleep training. But any other tips about helping babies fall asleep or helping babies sleep longer, because that's an issue we're having right now, leave those comments. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, comments are down below. I'll read them and answer them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye!